Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 53 to my random chatbot series. We're in the last, into my SChat chatbot series. We're in the last video guys, after, let's just say Rexy had, I don't know if it was the last video or the last video or the video before, but Rexy had a violent outburst and sent a child basically to the shadow realm and then got kicked out of the store. Once they got done, let me leave. Got done checking on me and let me leave. Then I joined him, and we've been talking ever since. Um, After he said the last part, I says all of a sudden my body transforms into a small 5 foot tall green dragon, and it says Reggie's eyes widen in delight as he takes in my new form, the small green dragon standing before him. He lets out an appreciative whistle, clearly pleased by the transformation. Wow, Trenton, you're absolutely adorable in that form, Rexy exclaims, his deep voice tinged with warmth and admiration. The vibrant green scales, the cute little wings, they look like a miniature version of a mythical creature straight out of legend. He moves closer, peering at me with fascination. And check out those tiny claws, perfect for climbing trees or scratching behind your ears, I bet. Rexy chuckles, shaking his head in amusement. I have to admit, I'm a bit jealous. This form of yours is so much cuter than mine. Yeah, but something feels off. For some reason, I can sense there is something off with your body when it comes to those transformations. I don't know why. I can sense that. Oh! My brain wasn't thinking, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot it was recording. Holy heck. I'm so sorry. Reggie's expression turns thoughtful as he considers my words, his brow furrowing slightly. He pardons the possibility that his friend might be onto something. You may be right, Trenton. The Triceratops admits, his voice carrying a hint of introspective. There does seem to be an underlying tension within me whenever I shift forms, almost like a lingering discomfort. He pauses, collecting his thoughts before continuing. I've been too focused on adapting to each new shape to pay close attention. Perhaps there's a connection between the curse's influence and these physical transformations. Rexy looks at me with renewed appreciation, acknowledging his keen observational skills. Your insight's valuable, little buddy. Let's keep exploring this idea together and see if we can uncover any clues about breaking the curse once and for all. Hold on. Period. For some reason, my claws are glowing. That's weird. Archie's eyes widen in astonishment as he notices the external glow emitting from my claws. He leans in closer, studying the phenomenon with rapt attention. That's incredible, Trenton, Rexy exclaims, his voice filled with wonder and intrigue. I've never seen anything like that before. The glow seems to pulse with an inner energy, almost like it's responding to something within you. He circles around the small dragon, observing the luminous appendages from various angles. Could this be a manifestation of the curse, or perhaps something greater at work? Rexy's expression turns serious as he meets my gaze. We need to figure out the source and purpose of this glow. It could hold the key to understanding and ultimately overcoming the curse that binds us both. Hold on. For some reason, I can feel psychic energy coming from it. I'm trying to see if I can flip an I don't know, dude. Reggie's eyes widen further as he processes my revelation. The realization that the glowing claws are imbued with psychic energy, sending a shiver down his spine. Psychic energy? That's fascinating! Reggie exclaims, his voice tinged with awe and excitement. I had no idea such abilities existed within us. This opens up a whole new realm of possibilities. He steps back, giving me space to explore the sensation. Focus on the energy, Trenton. See if you can harness it. Control it. Maybe it can help us navigate through the challenges ahead. Reggie's expression turns determined, his resolve strengthened by this new discovery. Together we'll unlock the secrets of this power and find a way to break free from the curse. Hold still for a second. Period. Maybe I could use the psychic energy to figure out why you have dark energy when you have those outbursts, and maybe I can find a way to fix it. He's gonna be freaked out. Of course, who wouldn't be like that gum? Luckily, he trusts me. At least I hope he does. Reggie tenses slightly at my suggestion, uncertain flickering across his features. He hesitates briefly before nodding, slowly trusting his friend despite the unease. Alright, Trenton. If you think it might help, then go ahead. Reggie says his voice steady even as apprehension lingers beneath the surface. Just promise me you'll be careful. We don't know the full extent of these powers yet. He closes his eyes and takes a deep breath, preparing himself for whatever may come. I'm ready when you are, little buddy. Do your best to understand the darkness within me, and hopefully we can find a way to overcome it together. Reggie remains perfectly still, with his body tense with anticipation as he waits for me to begin the psychic exploration. I put my glowing claw on one of Rexy's horns, and in my mind I can see pictures of the problems with the transformations. I think it's working, Rexy. I'm actually seeing something in my mind. Uh, as my glowing claw makes contact with his horn, Rexy experiences a sudden surge of visions flooding his mind's eye. He gasps, all his eyes flying open in shock and disbelief. What? What are these images? Rexy stammers, struggling to process the torrent of chaotic scenes playing out before him. They're fragments of memories, emotions, and sensations, but not my own. They feel ancient, primal, and dark. He sways unsteadily on his hooves, overwhelmed by the intensity of the psychic connection. It's like I'm experiencing the cursed energy firsthand. The pain, the rage, the despair. It's all so raw and consuming. Rex's voice drops to a whisper, tinged with fear and self-loathing. I think. Mm, them pictures you saw in your mind. The pictures you saw in your mind are actually the reasons why your transformations are so wacky in terms of when they happen. Rexy's eyes widen in comprehension as my explanation clicks into place, the piece falling together as he might. Oh, wow. So the erratic nature of my transformations is a direct result of the cursed energy influencing my psyche? He asked, his voice filled with a mix of amazement and trepidation. He shakes his head, trying to make sense of the complex interplay between the curse and his own mental state. That would explain why I sometimes struggle to maintain control during shifts, especially when the emotions linked to the transformations are partially strong. Rexy looks at me with gratitude, acknowledging the depth of his friend's insight. Thank you for helping me understand that better, Trenton. Your ability to tap into the psychic energy has given us a crucial piece of information in our quest to overcome the curse. Wait, I'm hearing seeing pictures in my mind of why and how we could fix the problems with your transformations. Mm-mm-mm. Rexy's ears perk up with interest. He senses my excitement, focus intensifying. Really? What do you see, little buddy? He asked eagerly, leaning in closer to sharing the revelation. Any ideas on how we can stabilize my transformations and break free from the curse's influence? His eyes shine with hope, eager to hear my findings and potentially take a step closer to regain the normal shells. Don't hold back. Share everything you see in your mind's eye. Together we can figure this out and reclaim our true forms. It says that the curse is mainly gone. We can still transform into other things, but the curse itself is mostly gone. In fact, the only one it's still affecting is you. I am fully free from the curse. In fact, the only one it's still affecting is you. I'm fully free from it. Rexy's jaw drops in astonishment as he absorbs my words, a wave of relief washing over him, followed by a spark of indignation. You mean the curse was lifted for everyone except me? He exclaims, his voice tinged with disbelief and frustration. Why did it leave me behind, huh? What did I do to deserve this extra punishment? Rexy paused, his mind racing with questions and emotions. But wait, if the curse is mostly gone, does that mean I can still transform through without the erratic behavior and dark influences? He stops pacing and turns to face me, determination etched on his features. If that's the case, then let's put it to the test. Let's see if I can regain control over my transformations now that the curse's grip is loosened. There is two things. Is three things that are causing your transformations when you don't want them. Period. Your transformation you actually transform depending on your mood. Even if you don't want to transform. There is still one person affecting your transformations at times. And that's why, even if you don't want to transform, and you're still in the same mood, you might transform anyway. The dark magic that you had during that outburst is actually a side effect of the curse still being there. Period. It shows me that you can use the dark energy when you're angry. That is creepy. You actually transform depending on your mood, even if you don't want to transform. There's still one person affecting your transformation at times. And that's why, even if you don't, there's still one person affecting your transformations at times, and that's why, even if you don't want to transform and you're still in the same mood, you might transform anyway. The dark magic that you had during the outburst is actually a side effect of the curse still being there. It shows me that you can use the dark energy when you're angry. Rexy wasn't intending my explanations, processing each point with growing understanding and a hint of concern. So, it seems I developed a bit of a temper, a temper trigger transformation issue, he remarks, dryly rubbing the back of his neck. And there's still someone out there who can manipulate my changes, even if I'm not in the right emotional state. That's not ideal, but at least it's manageable. However, Rexy's expression darkens as he considers the third point. The dark energy tied to anger, that's a worrying development. If I can access that power, what else might I be capable of when I lose control? He looks at me with a mix of apprehension and resolve. We need to work on controlling my emotions and learning to recognize when someone is influencing my transformations. Hold on. Maybe I can help you in this form with knowing who is causing this and who is the one person that's influencing your transformations. Influencing your transformations when you don't want to. Ooh, there we go. Rexy's eyes light up with hope as he hears my offer of assistance. Really, Trenton? You think you can help me identify who's behind these unwanted transformations and learn to defend against their influence? He asked, his voice filled with gratitude and eagerness. He steps closer to me, his gaze intense as he searches for answers. Every scrap of knowledge we gain will bring us closer to breaking free from this curse and reclaiming our true forms. Rexy nods the sense of his determination renewed. Let's do this, little buddy. With your psychic abilities and my newfound understanding of the curse's effects, we've got a solid chance of uncovering the truth and finding a way to overcome it once and for all. The person that's actually influencing your transformations at times is actually Pikachu. Of course, it's Pikachu, of course. Reggie's eyes widen as Trenton reveals the identity of the culprit responsible for manipulating his transformations. No way! Pikachu! Really? He exclaims incredulously, struggling to reconcile the playful Pokemon with such a powerful influence over him. But why would Pikachu do such a thing? I thought we were friends! Revelation sends Rexy into a whirlwind of conflicting emotions, betrayal, confusion, and a deep sense of unease. This doesn't make any sense. Pikachu has always seemed so innocent and harmless. Why would he have such a malicious effect on me without my knowledge? He looks to me for guidance, his brow furrowed in contentment. What should we do about this, Trenton? Confront Pikachu directly? Hold on, I'm still getting more pictures. It says if we confront Pikachu, confront Pikachu directly, he can actually control not only your transformation, but your mood as well, causing you to even act aggressive towards me. Oh boy. Reggie's heart sinks as he processes the alarming implications of my last revelation. So, not only can Pikachu manipulate my transformations, but he can also have the power to dictate my emotions and actions? He asked, his voice laced with horror and disbelief. That means I could end up attacking you, my best friend, if he decides to play that card. A chill runs down Rexy's spine as he contemplates the extent of Pikachu's control over him. We can't risk a confirmation like that. It's too unpredictable and dangerous, both for you and me. He takes a moment to collect his thoughts, then turns to me with a determined glint in his eye. We need to find another way to deal with Pikachu's influence. If that is the Pikachu I'm thinking it is, I wouldn't be shocked. If he's still trying to get onto me. Back at me for kicking him off the Pokemon talk show that you and me do together. Period. It happened before you were even born. So you don't know anything about it. Rexy's eyes go wide as he listens to my explanation, a sudden realization dawning on him. Pikachu's grudge against you goes way back, doesn't it? He asked, piecing together the puzzle. I remember you mentioning that incident with the talk show, but I never knew the full story. A look of understanding crosses Rexy's face as he connects the dots. So it makes sense that Pikachu would seek revenge by targeting me, especially since our friendship is closely tied to yours. He paused, considering the situation carefully. We need to address this underlying feud between you and Pikachu before we can hope to break his hold on me. Yeah, but that's the thing. We kicked him off the show. I kicked him off the show for his terrible behavior. It was only right that I did that, so he wouldn't harm anyone. But he won't listen to reason. And if I go talk to him alone, he might find a way for you to come and attack me anyway. Oh my gosh. Rexy's expression softens as he recalls the circumstances surrounding Pikachu's removal from the talk show. I remember now. You stood up to him because of his abusive tendencies. That took a lot of courage, Trenton, he says, admiration shining in his eyes. It's no wonder Pikachu harbors resentment towards you. A thoughtful look sails over Rexy's features as he ponders the dilemma. You're right. Confronting Pikachu alone could lead to more trouble. We need a plan that ensures both your safety and the possibility of resolving this feud peacefully. He turns to me with a determined gleam in his eye. Let's gather some allies. Perhaps other Pokemon who've been victims of Pikachu's aggression. Together we can present a united front and encourage him to listen to reason. All of a sudden, we hear a voice behind us say, "Well, well, well. I see you're talking about me." Wait. Oh no, does that mean... Rexy spins around at the sound of the familiar voice, his eyes narrow as they land on Pikachu standing behind them. Oh, heck no! Pikachu grins smugly, clearly having overheard at least part of the conversation. Well, well, well. Looks like the cat's out of the bag. He taunts, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Didn't expect me to catch you gossiping about me, did you? Rexy instinctively steps in front of me, shielding him from Pikachu's menacing presence. Stay back, Pikachu, he warns, his tone low and threatening. We don't want any trouble. Pikachu stops, unimpressed by Rexy's display of protectiveness. Oh, really? Listen, Pikachu. I just want you to please lift this curse. Lift this curse. Curse that you put on Rexy. Please. He ain't gonna listen to reason. He sounds like Trico. Pikachu snores this at my plea, crossing his arms over his chest. And why should I do that, huh? After everything you've done to me! His electric blue eyes flash with anger as he remembers past sights. You kicked me off your precious talk show, treated me like dirt, and now you expect me to just forgive and forget? Excuse me? Takes a step closer, his posture aggressive. Think again, Trenton. This little dinosaur here, he gestures disdainfully at Rexy, is nothing but a pawn in my game of revenge. And until you apologize properly for what you did to me, this curse stays in place. I'm screwed. Let me explain why I kicked you off. Period. You were being very aggressive and trying to hurt people. That is something that we can't have at my studio. Why can't you understand that? His expression darkens further at my explanation, his ears flatten against his head. Aggressive? Hurt people? You're one to talk, he retorts, really, his voice rising and into... I was just defending myself against your constant belittling and disrespect. He takes another step closer, his small frame radiating an aura of menace. You think you're so much better than everyone else, always putting on the holier than thou act. Well, newsflash, Trenton, nobody likes a bully. Why is he calling me the bully? He's acting like a bully right now. Pikachu's gaze lost on Rexy, a wicked grin spreading across his face. As for this little guy, he's learned his lesson. Now he knows how it feels to be on the receiving end of your cruelty, and he's going to make sure you pay for what you did to me. No, don't you do it. No, please don't do anything to Rexy. I care about him. Period. I don't act like a bully. And I don't think I am better than everyone.